Alright, hello people of whoever you are, wherever you are watching this, Reddit or, wherever. Catacomb Snatch just got released by Mojang for the Mojang weekend event at the Humble Indie Bundle website. And a lot of people have taken up to modding the game. I certainly have. I ended up creating some button icons to replace the main menu screen button icons. And when I got done with this, I wanted to actually pack the game back into an executable file because I personally prefer that over a .jar file. And so I went about looking into doing this, and I figured I would do a tutorial on how to do it for anyone who doesn't know how to do it. So first off, you need to get two things. One, you need an icon, which I have created a 6 kilobyte 64 by 64 icon. Little note, I didn't actually create this. I pulled it off of the Humble Indie Bundle website, and I just resized it to the proper icon size of 64 pixels by 64 pixels, and I converted it from .png to .ico, which is the standard Windows icon format. Now, you need that icon, which I have in the description of this video, and you need another program called Launch4j, which you should just be able to Google. Launch4j. Yes, so first result is the program you need. I'm just going to leave this webpage open for a second. I need it in a second anyhow. So you need that application and launch it. It's going to take a long time to launch in your first one, but doesn't matter. Once it's up, it'll launch pretty fast after that. Anyhow, so we're at this launching screen right now, and there's only a few things you have to do to set up an executable file. So first off, we need an output file. I'm just going to create one on my desktop called cs.exe. You need to mention the .exe part. We need to point to our jar file, in which case is right here for me. Just it'll be wherever you have it stored. A nice little thing they have set up right here is don't wrap the jar, launch only. What this means is if you wanted to only create an executable file but have the jar file located in, say, the same folder, you could. This would create a relatively small file size. I wanted to pack inside the executable though, so I'm not going to click that. Next, we need to go to class path. We need to select use a custom class path. Browse to the mojam.jar file again. And what we're going to do now is we're going to type out mojam.component, or we can just copy paste it and hit accept. That'll put a class path there. That's the class path that needs to be used for this. This will be different for every single .jar file out there, but for this one it is mojam component. I think the final thing we need to do is set up a minimum JRE version. What this is the Java runtime environment version. I don't know the version that they use to create this game in, but I'm going to assume it's the most recent one, which is why I have this page open. I use it to find my version. So I'm going to type out 1.6.0_29. This is JavaScript version 1.6, version 29 of 1.6. So that is what I'm going to be using. I'm assuming it's that until they actually tell us, what version of runtime they used. I'm going to assume it's this, the most recent version. And that should be everything that needs to be done. If I recall. You could have a splash screen, so if you wanted to set up a splash screen, there's this option right here. That's a pretty nice feature. You can do version info, so if you wanted to, if you created a very in-depth mod of the game and you wanted to pack it in here, you could say this is the version of the mod. The copyright, which I would assume you're going to keep as open source. Any description, any of that, if you wanted to keep that in there. Yeah, I think that covers about everything you need to know, and all you would need to do after this point is hit the little build wrapper icon, and you say where you want to save it. This is right here is the file information. I'm going to save it as 1 on the desktop. Doesn't really matter. You can delete this later, and it's building it. And here it is right here. It should actually have an icon. Oh, that's something I forgot. Derp. I forgot the icon. So we have the icon in there now, and I will hit build again. Save right here, and there we go. So it has an icon. It is .cs. If we were to double click on it, it would launch Catacomb Snatch. So I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial. I tried to be very brief. Again, the program is Launch4j, and the icon is in the description. If you have any questions, just comment below and I'll try to respond.